Make her clean, boys. Take everything that shines, and anything what could drink a man blind.
Come on, let's show them who's boss. Yeah, take cover.
On this way, let's flank him.
He saw us!
Up there! Get him!
Don't let him get away! Shoot him dead, boys! Another notch for Big Ann! Hey, leave some for me!
I wonder what's in here.
Something tells me you ain't here punching tickets. Huh. Seems like we made an unplanned stop. I'd better go find out what's holding us up. Not a problem. And up.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm For Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have needed is Desperados 3, a game developed by the Mimi Productions, which, yeah, it has this weird name, which developed some games, alright, they are not exactly a new developer. They developed games like Shadow Tactics, Blades of Shogun, and also The Last Winter City of Colors, games that I actually didn't know about, as well as I didn't know these developers. So bottom of the line, this is not the same developers behind the first and second Desperados, but let's jump into what we are here for. So I'm trying to play this with my Intel HD 4400s, and I'm actually able to do it. So I'm playing with my native resolution, 75% of resolution scaling. The entire game, it is set to the minimum settings possible, aside from texture resolution, which I have set it to full, because it can still fit inside 8 GB of RAM. Alright, so the requirements of the game, as usual, they don't really specify which graphic card that you need for Intel. So yeah, they only specify like an NVIDIA GTX 550 or an AMD Radeon HD 5850. They don't really say that you can play with an Intel HD, but the fact is you can actually play, as long as you play with 720p, median settings, textures you can use full quality like I did show you, and I'm using 75% of resolution scaling, which makes the game more pixelated than it is already. With these settings, you can play above 30 frames per second, no issues whatsoever. I got an average of 37 frames per second on the 1% of 29, which means that the game, for the most part, it was above 30 frames per second. Although, during the recording of this video, I got a huge performance penalty, because the Intel HD graphics card, it is, especially this version, which is very old, it doesn't really have too much quick sync performance, so the recording takes a huge impact in performance. Alright, so that's why you see lower frame rate than without recording. I mean, a lot. Alright, aside from that, that's usually what you should know. The game works perfectly fine at 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second, it is more than enough for this game. It might be complicated if you play with maximum difficulty, because the maximum difficulty won't allow you to stop time, while any other difficulty from easy, medium or hard, you can stop the time to take your own decisions. And so if the frame rate is getting in your way, you can always stop the time and take your time to, you know, to point and shoot an enemy, while on the maximum difficulty, pointing and shooting might be defying at 30 frames per second, alright? But apart from that, and these are very rare moments, you will be more than fine to play this game with this performance. The downside is that you don't get shadows, so lighting and shadows in this game looks pretty weird. But hey, this is an integrated graphic card from 8 years ago, so I think this is pretty good results to be playing a new game, even if it is indie or not, from 2020, alright? So, but what about the game? I'm not really sure if you are familiar with Commandos, or if you ever played the Desperados 1 or 2. Well, spoiler alert, I didn't. I haven't played any Desperados, I didn't knew what to expect from this game, honestly. But it turns out that this game, it is exactly like Commandos. But the difference is, instead of you being inside a thematic of a world war, inside this game what you have is a Wild West, and it is quite interesting. I was a little bit afraid that these developers would do a bad job, since these guys are not the same developers as the first two games. Like I told you, this developer team, it is called Mimi Productions. They developed two games before, two different games. They did develop games like Shadow Tactics, Blades of Shogun, and The Last Tinker, City of Colors. I don't know any of these games, honestly. So this is the first time that I'm trying a game from these guys. Although the first two titles from Desperados were developed by a different team, which was called Spellbound Entertainment. These guys went into administration, and they were refounded as a Black Forest Games, which now develop very different games. Alright, so basically the developer team of the first two games weren't really present into the development of this third game. So I was a little bit afraid that people would complain or that the gameplay were very different, but according to some research that I've made throughout Google and Steam and some gameplays that I have saw, this game, it is pretty good. I mean, it sustains the same, it stays on the same type of gameplay, but it seems that it is actually delivering a very, very good gameplay. For people that do enjoy this type of game, this is a good sequel of Desperados. And in fact, I have saw some reviews on the internet, and the scores range from 7 to 9, so it's a pretty respectable result of the reviews. Not only to mention that last year, when this game was on some events like the E3 and Gamescom, this game won the best strategy game on Gamescom 2019, and it was nominated as one of the best E3 games. Nominated, of course it didn't win, but it was there, nominated to take part as one of the best E3 2019. It was also the most wanted game from some Dutchland, I don't know, event. But I mean, the developers behind these games are from Germany, so yeah, it makes sense, alright? So it seems to be a very, very good game anyway. I do think that they deserve all the merit. I was never into Commandos game, but honestly, this is very good. The tutorial, it is very good. I was already into this game while I was doing this benchmark. So yeah, very good game indeed. Although there is one thing that ruins it all. It is its price. I mean, THQ Nordic possibly it's pushing a little bit too much of its price. They are asking $49.99. This is a price for a AAA title. I'm not really sure if Desperados 3 could be considered one. So it is not really the price that most of the people were expecting. I've gone to Steam forums to see what the people were thinking about that, and there are many people complaining about the price. They say that the game is good, but still it is too expensive. It is logical that this game have some high value of quality production, because you have good voice acting and you have voice on characters, good comedy, good chats, good conversations, I mean, between characters. It is pretty good, honestly. And it is going to be released also for PS4 and Xbox One. But I mean, come on, $49.99, it is a little bit too much. Alright, so if you are a fan of Commandos or Desperados, you need to get this game. Alright, even for $49.99, if you really care about this type of strategy games, this is entirely for you, and you can spend the money on this game. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. Although, if you are not entirely a big fan of these games, you just like to play these games as a, let's play this game because it's fine, possibly playing $49.99, it is not the best deal in the world, alright? And I should suggest you to wait a little bit for a better price. And when that happens, I'm pretty sure this game will be pretty good, alright? For you, of course. So guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Desperados. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Not sure where this is going. Straight through hell.
Let's cross over.
There's a lookout up on the cliff. I'll take them from here.
That I want to see.
My specialty.
Boys are having fun. Well, I'll be damned.
Cold bunt line special. Custom stock, custom rounds.
Okay then. Up we go.
My climbing days are behind me, Mr. Cooper.
Well, we'll figure something out. It's now or never. Hope you can manage this rope ladder, Mr. McCoy.
I prefer Dr. McCoy.
I'm sure you do.
Let's keep our distance.
Sure does.
Oh, I'm ready. Needed a walk anyway.
Shouldn't we be back now?
Let's see.
Nah. Bet they're taking their time with him. Bastard deserves it. I heard
Need sharpening.
I need some backup. Far. Spread out. Can't have gone far. Keep looking. They're here. Keep looking.
Getting away! These guys are hiding
They're
good.
here.
Keep looking. You gotta find them.
You can't hide from everything. It's everywhere.
Fuck's sake, where are they? No more surprises.
Come on. Can't let him escape.
I know they're here. Keep looking.
Eyes
Gotta
peeled.
smoke 'em out.
His friend's gonna be looking for him.
Push just.
Let's raise some hell. Come on. Two's better than one.
You better have a plan here. Steady hands. All right, I'll follow. Bullseye.
I need backup. Hey, for Big Ann. Not being there. Someone hiding. You want to be a dead hero?
Let's see what's happening here. Someone's about to lose a few teeth.
Oh, I won't miss.